no excuse for cross cuts. We need relevant skills that can make us alleviate poverty. The vision of the college is endeavoring to be a dynamic center of academic and professional excellence in and beyond the region. Within that context, I think that's where really the focus we look at. And objectives above implicit and explicit, I mean internal and external, short-term objectives, long-term objectives. But most importantly, one of the main objectives of the college is to provide students with quality education conducive to becoming competent and innovative members of society, responsive to the challenging needs of the society. Yes, and develop requisite infrastructure and so forth. So I think we are here rightly placed to push on that agenda, and we encourage all those outside there to take up this opportunity seriously. I just call it, I remember back with the mushrooming number of primary schools, secondary schools. You see so many primary schools produce P8 leavers. So many secondary schools produce S4 leavers. And there is limited access for these people to go to institutions of higher learning, given the fact that we have limited institutions in the county. We have 3 or 4. Yei Training Institute is there to bridge that gap, give access to professional courses. There is no need for a senior 4 leaver to finish senior 4 and you stay home idling. See, you need to engage on your professional career. I think Yei Training Institute is a solution to answer, to bridge that gap.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, the academic registrar for Yei Training Institute. You have lamented something to do with poverty. We look into the SDGs that we need to accomplish it by 2030. That talks about the eradication of poverty, and I just like that if we are looking into eradication of poverty as part of the SDGs. Now, I would like you to say it a bit, whether in Arabic, bonus besid be Arabic or be Bari, because those are the 2 common languages. So it is back there summarize Lena mission, vision, or objectives takom sunu fi Medina ye kannaga and kalambita taalim takom da.
Shukran akwana ikwat baradea ba albara enagde nina ze members ta Yei Training Institute nina kan shuf inu fi kan deifa yal bitana kutar bikala su senior 4 bikala su P8 lakin ma bagda amshi gedam kutar bitayal bitana bakir bes fi senior 4 kalas ma fi barnamij sar bamshi gedam bikala su P8 kalas bakir inak ma barnamij sar bamshi gedam lakin wahidin al basitin de kerlomon lianu barru fi jua Medina ini fi Yei ma fi يعني مهالات اللي بيدرسون يال كتار يال اللي بقدر بيشيل يال اللي كله عشان بعمل professional courses تومن يا عشان كده college ده Yei Training Institute is there to bridge that gap mahal الناقص ده Yei Training Institute ده كامل ده غفر mahal ده يا عشان كده نينا عندي كورسات تدريب البودي يال ما بس باكر في P8 بس وخلاص ما باكر في سينيور 4 وخلاص لازم تقلب لي دو كبرى انت بقدر جدي ما تلمي بتاعك قدام career goals so واحد من سبب قالنا قال جماله لانه كل سنه يال بتاعنا بكالسو سينيور 4 بكالسو P8 لكن ما في مكانات البيدرس يال ما في مكانات البشريه دي كله سنه بامس في درجه ثانيه قدام كان في university كان في institutions يلا كمان institutions دي سويه so نينا در فات فرصه اصلا كيف يال بتاعنا الكالسو سينيور 4 المقدر امشي قدام مقدر يلقوا حاجه ثانيه لوكاليني ما ضروري قال عايز امشي في جوبا برغزال والوين ايوه home grown solution so يا سان كده نقلق بيصير as كيف نينا بقدر ودي tell me درس كده سنه الكيف يالله كده بس ما في السينيور فو لازم كده بيلقوا professional skills المون بقدر روا قدام مع مستقبل بتومن اصلا بقدر يلقوا كمان يعني فرصة كيف هم بقدر قبل ما السلطة ما هيار بتومن ما ضروري يال باكر بس كده بس.
شكرا شديدا لسو مارتينيز كيف كمان كفي لنا كلام ده بسيط بعربي كيف ناس بقدر فهم. Yes, I may move on to the principle of the institute. We are looking on whether the institute is legally registered, because we find out that in the part of South Sudan we normally have some institute or even universities where they will enroll students, and at the end of the course you will find out that they will not have a valid certificate or documents for them to use, simply because some of the institutes are not legally registered and they are not recognized. So what do you have to tell us when it comes to the institute being legally registered?
Thank you, our host. Mr. Main Bitana Barahena, good afternoon, everyone. We are happy to be here, and we are also happy that you're out there tuning to Access FM and listening to our voices. Thank you once again. Yes, Yei Training Institute is a full registered institute. By the authorities, the government authorities here in Yei, under the leadership of the county education department. We submitted all that they needed for verification, and they came to the ground and they did an assessment, and the assessment report was out and it was submitted to the director office, and the director prepared what they call a pass. And that pass, it's a recognition, because it's actually a recommendation that goes to the state, because that's where the certificate of registration comes from. So once you've submitted your context note and the state receives it, they definitely need to make sure that down here in the ground, you have been recognized by the education department. And we thank God for that through the beautiful relationship that the institute has with the government here in Yei. They have worked together and they have passed through to the state. And right now we are in the process of receiving our legal registration as an institute right from the state level. So Ana Bugul Sokran Sedit as an the achievement al-Kebir. Taban iya haja kaneta der taamulu lazim ukuma bitake diaruf. Bardu ukuma biaruf al-inu de nas al-indunia der wodi taalim le iyal vita belede umon bistaka lukef sawa. Zema umon arifin gal inu nazde sejilumon umon arugal nazde umon gat operate dakel belet hina. So yes, we are registered. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, David, the principal of Yei Training Institute, for elaborating more on whether the institute is registered or not. We mean legally registered, because later on, namadera suma maudi certificate, kalam de kida nas de jere.
Yes.
Yeah, those things are happening, especially in the capital.
Yes.
So we don't want it to reach to our locality here.
I can assure you. We are all from this country, and we are willing to stand fully responsible to make sure that that all goes through.
Thank you so much. Yes, for those ones who are following us live, I would like to say thank you so much for being part and parcel of this program, the Education Forum. Yes, it is a program that always runs your way every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And yes, in the studio, I have a guest from my Yei Training Institute. And yes, they are here to talk more about the institute. I can still go back to the academic registrar. Tell us more about the courses you guys offer.
Yes. Our courses are not limited to this only. We are proactive depending on the arising needs, genuine needs of the society, genuine needs of the community. And basically, these courses are categorized into three. Under social sciences, we have certificate in development studies, cooperatives and rural development, guidance and counseling, social works and social administration, certificate in graphics and crafts, basic journalism, music, dance,
general the MDD,
and so forth.
Music, dance, and drama.
Then, not limited to this, I said. Many will keep surging up as we
based on the demand.
Exactly, very good.
Okay.
In businesses, we have certificate in accounting and finance, certificate in entrepreneurship, finance, insurance and banking, human resource management, ICT, IT, marketing and advertising, office management, secretarial studies, procurement, supply chain procurement, logistics management, records and information management, so forth and so forth. Mention them. Vocational, we have a few of them, but it's still subject to readjustment and incorporation. We have computer repair and maintenance, motorcycle repair and maintenance, AC, fridge repair and maintenance, phone repair and so forth, solar installation and so forth. Mention them. We have metal fabrication, yes, and basic auto mechanic, driving, carpentry, welding, so forth. So the institute is really good to go.
Okay.
And this is an affordable opportunity that we encourage all that have the interest, the vision, the desire to really fit into this system.
Maybe tabikari lena korsat alita kumindu fi institute da.
Yeah, shukran. Zamana kalamta ya jamaa nina ma bakir base fi senior 4 wale senior wale P8 base la nina kaman kile bamshi gidam kile na bainu gidam ya san kida yal bitana kutar akwana bitana ikwar bitana ma bakir amshi fi Juba Bargazal wen asan bamshi agra lianu kalam de gawi ya san kida yal bita bele tini al indu kibirat barau jama fi makan wahid yana san kalagu deresat al jatu ligo bara fi Germany when de asan keb deresat jatu bagda besu fi betini fi yini ma fi daya tadoria fofo ya san kida ninaindi yani siadat course alta kan kala su senior 4 wala ita kan su senior PA ita bagder dakal fi ay course de asan keb de kibira yani senior 4 de ita maindi sa kibira ita maindi professional skill ya san kida fi business wala business fraternity na di courses as accounting and finance, entrepreneurship, finance, insurance and banking, certificate in human resource management, certificate in ICT, IT, marketing and advertising, office management, secretarial studies, procurement, supply chain, procurement, logistics management, information technology, so forth, the business. Wode ya marketo fikatir. Zola lisa maligo kibra ziyada. Zola lisa ma mwalima dema dakal kamil. Ma mahal defi ya jama. Tumbekina tawali. Yala fi siyadat albuwadi fi social sciences. Siyadat de kulu bamshi le fatarata sena wahid. Itnin semesters. Masalina in the SIADA for development studies, cooperative rural development, guidance and counseling, social works and social administration, graphics and crafts, and so many. Mention them. Haja de kulufija isi, wo alhamdulillah yalde fimo jutin, al degigu mugbitomon jais, muderis muallim, o umon se bagder wadi kibirade le yalde. شكرا
شديدا academic registrars and كيف كمان كفيفوا لنا كلام ده بعربي بسيط كده and I really appreciate that. Yes, our time is really running. I can move on now to the Dean of Students, that is Atindi Lavrik. Tell us about the qualification requirements.
شكرا شديدا. أنا بحب ونس كتير بعربي عشان الناس مجتمع تجي كتير بونس عربي كانين بكاكو وشين لكن عربي ده لغة كل زور أنا متأكد جاس ما فيه. admission بتاعنا أنا ما limit ناس لأنه كان ناينو في كورسات مثلا زي vocational ده شغلات الناس يشتغل بإيده عشان كيف من بعد كان كلاس كورسات بقدر يشتغل شغل تاني على بقدر سايدو من في كورسات تانين كمان بقدر سايدو ناس الدر علم كتير الدر لازم تقدر so هنا أنا طبعا فرصة أنا براكوتو ناس الجيشتغل شغل تايدا the vocational courses we're not going to limit, but at least if you can read and write, we can really accept you to come in. San shokol ketire tegresh takal beida betabramun. But there are other courses, maslan, there's some knowledge. Like when you look at the business courses and the social science courses, those ones at least need someone who can read and write. So anna big wodi and majal nice at least kala so senior 4 bukun kanta kalas fi Uganda ita kama namun senior 4 inak fi Uganda kanta Kenya kamanta kalas level that any equivalent to that we can admit you
general to senior 4.
Yes. But those ones who maybe dropouts in primary levels and all these things, even if you drop out from secondary level, you can still join your later back there course alter there. Wana body tekander maluma ketir ya to document altendo ita mungkin back there ja fi institute inak ya la bade na back there side ita malumat ketir ya to course mungkin ita back there raw amolo liano na kanaino nasa ndi zuruf ketir fi yena fi tanina la zat market der kala so P8 lakin o back there amul haja tani al back there side o mustaqbal bito fi tanin kala so senior 4 lakin market there ismir mungkin o ndi nia there is temir der rafi jama lakin nasab zuruf o market der ruwa utagiligo yal ketir fiain zato fi kala su P8 u kala su senior 4 bika ma fi shogol mon gamna so another yal kulu na side mon asan anna mother asade kanta gayen fiaina wala fi jinba Sudan chocolate ketir kan nasgi kutu fi bala tomon tamunaza made bika ma fi keta mula yitan beide al bikutu sala itamabra chocolate tabak der create chocolate ita badaita bak da ruwa kidam ma shokolta kita ma bi depend la zoltane yan maslan kan ta'amulu shokolta sala telefonat computer phone repair ita kan kala suinak ita bade ita bak der biga fata malta kita bi side barin fogo dia hajat al annagirwa ishtakal fogo.
Okay. شكرا شديد. سؤال نمرة 2 توالي بجايني قبلنا لسه ما سألوا سؤال نمرة 2 لكل مستمعين الكتاب اللي ونسين شكرا شديد إن كمان بقدر ودلتكم فرصة سان كيف تكون بقدر ونس ما ضيوف تاعي في زينة 0953008888 تكن عنده إيه سؤال تدراسة ضيوف تاعي في داخل زينة في كلام علوم جوانس فوقه وكانت لسه فترة راديو أنا بونس إننا لسه جوانس في موضوع ديوف جافا قلنا قاين في تجابة ياي تريننج انستيتيوت ده ديوف ده جامن هناك ومن قونس لنا أن انستيتيوت ده علمون جيفة لنا في مدينة ياي من كان ونس كلمات كتير أكاديميك ريجسترا كان ونس كلمات كتير فوق عشان كيف يعني إننا باينو إيال الكالاسو P8 كالاسو سينيا فوق within مدينة ياي عشان كيف بقدر join them hasalmon biligo hajat ketir kanna gonus fogo. Now let me still go back to the dean of students. You have talked of the qualifications and some reasons or in one way or the other why these students and pupils after finishing senior 4 after finishing P8 they cannot go further is just due to the financial status of their families. Now is when we are to look at the financial status, is it one of the qualifications?
Not really.
Or the whole system is for free? Because yes, I want to know here.
Okay, yeah, so when I can guy institute there, nas al fata de, mon fata yan mahajal savings al monendo, hajal shia show monendo, mon gen stakal kan mon save nak shia de, yao mon gi use. So, but they can gi run fi there shia musadat so asan kadiro gidam na madara kada kun tayat wal shino so oma majani oma majani fi shia haya tabaki dar wadi asan kaman kadi side baga kwa nataki tanina alwara na gijaja asan mon istemir ai de uma berakun majani lakini mata kala gala ajere gerakun ketir
قال شديد يا هو عشان كلام بتاع poverty ده.
ده ما berakun ketir أنا gerakun considerate.
يا شكرا شديد. كان تقدر لقوا كثيرا تيشون فيه وليتكم بدافع كم في موضوع بتاع institute ده أنا بنكارج كلا تراسلوا admission form وبعدين زول بعصرنا بيصير admission form 200. yes وريلانا location بتاع محل في وين because أنا كان جاي مدينة يي كبير شديد محل في وين.
Okay يي training institute أنا فاتا في ليزرا ده في حيتاتشا former St. Paul Secondary School. So itakan ruabe henak sika algeja min tiyata EPC tuwal takan jamin anta jamin tiyata Christ the King sika ta EPC tuwal inak ta berwa ita bayano yafta tana inak ita kan gira min tiyata Medina Bajai ita Roma sika ta Dar Salam al ta Subilel ita grua la di inak ita bayano tuwale yafta tana inak fi kenisa ta St. Paul.
Okay.
They are anafogo inak.
Okay, shukran shadid. Takana suma maaluma de tawali iyo mitnini wala miteni au tasjil bibada san kef nas bisila admission.
Iyo mitnini tuwali maktab tanas shakal itabaka derja itabaka derlugo maluma ketir itabaka derlugo admission form bitak registration mitnini le itatawal bayak derja.
Yes, for more inquiry kanta lisa dera of ketir yo mitnini tawali taburua tijabita no fijua host zatu ta St. Paul inaka san kef tabagdar ligo maaluma ketir. Yes, ده بكون لسه فرصة لكم, and if you're following us live, you have a question for my guests, you can drop it in our comment section, and they will be able to answer those questions. And if you can also have access to your phone, that you can call us live on 0925300888 and ask our guests in the studio, or you want to drop in your comment, you want to appreciate them. By the way, most of them are still youths, most of them are young people, and they came up with that brilliant idea, like to bring an institute for us in Yei. So what is your take? So what is your input on that? Before I pick up your calls, we first move a musical break. Teach the World coming up from Alet Lucky Dube. Good afternoon.
It takes a million people to build up a good reputation, but it takes one stupid fool to destroy everything. The world knows the people as the most violent in the world. Well known to nation. That's the most oppressive as well. Take it upon yourself to restore your nation. He takes you to teach the word. That is why I got to say, wherever you go, Jesus the way. About your people, about your nation, change the world. About your religion, change the right. It takes a million lives to gather respect you deserve. When people see your kind, some of them will run their mind. The world knows your people. There's a mission of groups. Everyone along should always give the eye open. The world knows your nation. There's a nation of drug lords. Everyone blames your people for the destruction of the world. Take it upon yourself to restore your nation's unity.
Right, welcome back from that lovely track from a late Lucky Dube saying teach the world. Yes, we are talking about education. We are talking about how we can transform the community in a very positive way. Yes, and this is the Education Forum, a program that always runs your way every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And behind the mic, this is me, Winnie, and we shall be driving you till that hour of 4 p.m. That's when I'll be saying bye-bye. But yes, I'm still here with my guests. I have David Abidali, the principal of Yei Training Institute. I have Ladu Martin Joseph, the academic registrar for the institute. I also have Atinde Laverick, the dean of students, Yei Training Institute. Yes, they are here basically to talk about the institute. So they have talked about whether the institute is legally registered. So people, you should not get scared. This is a golden opportunity for you people in Yei. Like we should really approach this kind of opportunities with a lot of wisdom. We should grab it and we own it because it is of our own in Yei. Yes, this is what we are here to talk about. And earlier on, I promised that after the song, I'll still be picking up your calls. Yes, 0925300888. Takanindu sual tadera sadu waleta indu komentani tader wedile diuf taifi dakiliza ine waleza tu takamander appreciate mon kasan kefu mon jama kibrada kasan bijibo lenna kalam bita taalim zede fi medina Yei de bukun fursa le kasan kef tabagdar dugu namba tanna kalasini fadi 095300 temenia de auraga masan kef tabagdar wonus manna fogo. Yes, as we shall be waiting for them to call us in. Let me move on to the principal, that is Mr. David. Tell us about the sanity of the institute.
Oh, thank you, dear host. Once again, would say welcome back for everybody who is tuning to Access Radio right now. Yes, about the certainty of the institute. First of all, I'm going to speak on local resource mobilization, and then I'm also going to speak on infrastructure of our institute. Yes. And based on local resource mobilization, I would like to first say congratulations to all of us as South Sudanese, because this institute is all out of efforts of your own children, you know, your own children who are South Sudanese and who are from this beautiful land and who care enough to see that there is something done to be able to develop our country more. Based on education, based on economical development, and eradicating poverty, just as one of my friends mentioned before. So we are happy. We are really happy. This institute has been initiated by some of the able men that you're seeing seated right here. And these are wonderful and very great men who really have a very big vision looking into the whole country.
If you may excuse, we have a caller here.
Oh,
your mind, yes.
Okay, please.
Yes, Access Radio. Hello, Access Radio. Sorry, that caller just left like that. Yes, you can continue.
Thank you. They are still free to call again.
Yeah.
All right. This institute has been initiated by all disabled men, mostly the people who are seated here in the studio, and probably, of course, some of our men out there and women out there. We're really having that gender balance.
So they are there, right?
Yes, they are there. They are there. Of course, they wouldn't come all here, but of course, the ideas are there. They are there, and they are right there backing us up. It has been initiated by our people here, and mostly we relied on local resource mobilization. We have seen a lot of effects right from the local resource mobilization that happened within all of us. We never really wanted to depend on any other donations or whatever has to come externally out of our own efforts. Yes, we made sure, just like my friend said before, we made sure that we did some local resource mobilization financially, physically, assets, and all kinds of materials that we needed for this institute to be really operative. And that is one very confidence that we have as ourselves in our own country, and people who are willing to do something about a situation. We are trying to cover a gap. And of course, we have an open door for all donors and well-wishers and all kinds of institutions who are willing to stand with us, as long as they are looking forward to make sure that all our objectives and all our goals are fulfilled. We are so very much welcoming, and we will really appreciate anybody out there in kind. Then talking about the infrastructure of the place, of course, where we are right now, it is very convenient, and we are so very much confident that where we are, we'll be able to give out all the knowledge skills that we want to empower with any other person who cares enough to have knowledge out of this institute. And of course, we have a long-term plan for the institute based on infrastructure, and that depends on how good we are going to be in the long time run. Once we have people, once we are empowering people, and once we see the results of what is coming out of our empowering people, empowering students out there, of course, we are looking forward to make sure that we are, having a very suitable infrastructure, as long as, the institute keeps growing and keep being trusted by a lot of people around South Sudan, and even from the neighboring countries, because you never know. People from Uganda, within Congo, or some of our neighboring countries might come to, seek for knowledge out of this institution, because we are really not, we're not limited. We are not limited.
Principal, you talked of the local mobilization, and when we are to look at the human resource. Yeah, and we check back to the community when it comes to the issue of trust in the human resource. What do you want to tell us about that? Generally, the human resource, those people mainly locally within here, or you guys have brought for us people from Rwanda, Kenya, and from where?
Okay. Thank you for that question. Based on really local resource, when you're starting an institute like this, first of all, there are opportunities. There's a high chance that definitely there are opportunities of employment, and also there are opportunities of development based on what services you offer in the institute. So first thing first, we want to make sure we are contributing to the development of our country. The first opportunities goes to the people within our country when it came to local resource mobilization. That's our strategy. We have a lot of people who have knowledge, a lot of people who have studied hard, and some of them actually traveled across borders to obtain knowledge, and they are within our country.
Sure.
Now we are making sure that that first click goes to the people within the country. We have some other people who joined us from neighboring countries like Uganda, of course. And of course, there are people who are interested to make sure that they see somebody grow in knowledge and empower them. But our first target goes to really people in the ground, because we make sure that the trust that we receive from our own country has to be really firm.
Sure.
We are all from our own country. We may understand ourselves much more better, and we may have common interests when it comes to our own country. People from neighboring countries might accept being part of us, but they might have one goal. Obviously targeting, saying, if I have to go and offer knowledge or offer service out there, I have to expect something back in return. I have to be paid for it, yes. But based on our own people in our own country, we have a bigger goal, which is for a long term, that we are contributing more into our own country. So we have to first of all go with that. That is our main first target. And of course, we are obliged to work with any other person from any other different country. But definitely, we are looking first into our priority is the people who are the South Sudanese people who are really having common interests in making sure that we are seeing a step put forward.
Okay.
Let me add something there. كده يعني انت كان قاينه في مجتمع بتاعنا كتير ناس قاينه يعني كان جنوبيين يقدروا ناس قال لي انا بكون نولج ده ما بكون كفايه
يا سبب انا جيبوا سؤال ده
لكن كريم نعرف قال شنو جنوبيين ده أقرب برا هنا كمان أقرب مع الناس اللي تنقشلوا يال فوق ده هم نقرب فوق هنا نفسه موك الناس أقرب برا هناك ده أنا أقرب كله so حاجة اللي قدر سوينه ده نفسه حاجة كانت ربارة kita بقدر لكو لكن أنا ما أقدر شيله قال يعني أصلا أنت ما عنده قروش تقدر ربارة تمام جاكر يا أنا جيبوا فكرة ده كده نجيب حاجة ده للناس بتاعنا هنا أصلا كده مرة بعيد هنا ولقوا تما عنده قروش ساعة أنت بكين قال أصلا بعمل شنو ما في طريقة إنت بلقوا شباب كتير بيجا خلاص بيجا كارابو أصلا من ما كده continue my education بتاعهم that's why we are trying to do we have to bring the education closer to them yes at affordable price
academic registrators do لنا حاجة
نينا عنده very limited vacancies يال بتاعنا كتار قاعدين في بيت نينا عندي limited vacancies لدول ما بقدر لقوا قروش ما بقدر أعمل شنو لكن عندي كبيرة بقدر أقدمه لكوليج ده the institution ده render your service the college will take care of your tuition your what but okay calculatively هنا بعرف 200 will be cover cause so as I talk now already we have engaged individuals at Deramulu driving, Deramulu Shunu. They are really, we pity their situation, but then we engage them, continue being a cleaner, continue being a cook, continue being Shunu. Then the college will take care of that. Very limited vacancies. Then the other point is we are really completing the setup of the board of directors. Very soon, I think we'll make a complete setup of this body, and this is the guaranteeing sector that will make sure the
institute.
That's a guarantee. Actually, it's a guarantee.
Sure.
Then maybe small clarification on the entry mode. Mature entry. All those finishing senior for surely they are mature. That is mean a mature entry scheme. They are mature. But we cannot just bring that level to the primary leavers now. There are those secondary school leavers, there are those primary school leavers. Basically, these courses will be designed from 4 to 9 months. Those that have not finished that academic level, they can be oriented from some level, then brought forward to the other vocational skills. Just as I mentioned, please calm down.
So that you will get more on that. San كيف بقدر لقوا معلومة كتير عن موضوع بتاع institute ده. أنا بقدر أسأل كيف تبروها توالي زي قبل من اسمهم في تجابة ليزرا سان باول ده محلو من فوقو من قاعدين فوقو كيف تبروها هناك. سان كيف تبقدر سيلو admission form يتبعينه Alta بقدر توالي كده تمام miss opportunity ده. Yes, 13 minutes to the top of the hour. We are still moving on and we are still giving you the chance to talk to us. Takanindu sual tadarasa diyuf taifi dakiliza ini tabagdar dugulana 092 5 8 ده نمبر سان كيف تبقدر دوغو فوقو تبقدر أسأل السؤال دك أنا لسه برجع principal.
Yes.
What are the contacts of the institute?
Yes, all right, thank you. We have our contacts. If you can look at this very head paper, we have our contacts all put there. We have our email address. We have our cell phone numbers that you can reach. And I'm also going to share with you the time that you can reach us. We are flexible people.
Sure.
Yes, we are flexible people, and we really don't want to give much limit. But before I speak about the contacts, let me really say something here very specific about the certainty of our institution. I want to say this. Mostly, when you look at our country, South Sudan, we have depended a lot on outsiders or donors or a lot of institutions that are run by donations. And once something happens or the donors, go down, they don't donate for the operations to continue, the institutions completely goes down. We have seen a lot of them. Even when you look at within our county, we've seen a lot of institutions that have been there. They have empowered people. And fortunately, we look at all the situation, especially the situation that's happening right now. Not only institutions, but even organizations have been closed. And that led to loss of jobs and, a lot of frustrations, actually.
Even some of the institutions are closed.
Exactly. It's very frustrating. So I want to urge people there. The certainty of this institution is basically and physically us, the South Sudanese people. The certainty of this institution is us, our own country.
We have a caller. Let's first get from him.
All right.
Hello, XX. Yes, مساء الخير. أنا كويسين. مرحب توالي. اسم منو درب من وين؟ لدولة درب من لبارتي. مرحب توالي لدولة تدرس الضيوف تاعي. مرحب. سؤال ذاك قال شنو؟ سوري لدولة لسه بقدر دوغا سان كيف تبع أسأل السؤال. أنا فاهم نتورك هناك ما كويس جيجاتا بسيط لكن لسه رقم لسه فادي 092 5 300 ده رقم سان كيف تبع بقدر دوغا فوق تبع أسأل ضيوف الماي في داكليزا هنا. Is that Access Radio? Hello, Access. Hello, Access. Sorry, معلش. لسه بقدر كاريرو رقم لسه فادي 092 5 300 888. Principal, you can finalize.
Yes, thank you. We are making sure that this institution is laid in the foundation of being empowered by the local people. the parents, of course, people who are going to support us by at least contributing to the tuition that the institution will be asking for. Of course, it is not something that is abnormal, because based on the research, we realize that there's a big gap between students who have finished Senior 4 in our own county and actually in our own country. And most of the students also, based on the economic status of the country, their parents may not be able to send them to Juba to join the university or even to Uganda or anywhere. That one is so very much open. So we've been having a very big gap between students who finish Senior 4 and they're out there roaming around. Some of them even became tags. And when you look, all those students, all those young men and women who are roaming around at night, most of them are Senior 4 leavers. And something needs to be done. We are not looking at covering the whole space, but we're looking at what can we do so that it will narrow the space. You know, we might not come up with a solution that is 100% solving the whole thing, but at least come up with a percentage that will contribute to the solution. You understand? Because somebody else will come.
Just like a small body coming to cover a specific part of the vulnerability of the people.
You understand? That's right. I love that word there. You see, at least you cover some part of it, and let somebody else also come with, you know, and then slowly, step by step, we're doing something for development of the country, you know. Right now, we are looking at contributing to the GDP of our country. We're looking at contributing to the development of our country, you know, contributing to the skills, the physical skills that we can do in our own country, because that also has a bigger contribution to the development of the economy, and that is something that we are obliged to do. Now, coming to the contacts of the institute, yes, we have cell phone contacts, and that we are having for the institute, and we are so very much free to tell you that you are free to call us anytime, Monday to Monday. This might be surprising. All right, these are sacrifices we make, because we are not going to be limited by days or limited by the calendar that, you know, we are going to be operating on only these days. And then the only thing that we can talk about is hours. There are some hours that, of course, we cannot accept calls. And that is when we are obviously on our beds resting, or yes. Otherwise, we are free for you to contact us. I think you may share the contacts with them. If you can look at the head paper there, we have our contacts right there. You can share with our listeners, and they will put it down, and they are free to call us from Monday to Monday from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock working hours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the principal. Yes, I'm seeing we are left with 6 minutes to finalize. I will give you the chance to give in your last messages. I will start from the academic registrar. What information do you want to pass to the public based on the institute?
شكرا تاني مرة. دي فرصة لنا يا جماعة، دي فرصة لنا برينا كسن كيف يال بيتنا موجود ساكت زي يال كان جرائم كثيرة لنا في جوا مدينة. كسن كيف نينا ما كوتو يال في السكة الحقيقي. دي فرصة جا كلنا بسجا وكلام ده، وكلنا بكوتو يال بيتنا كلاملو technical trainings courses الكيفون بقدر كوتو كبيرة ده في عمل. كلنا بسجا يال بيتنا شغل، كلنا بسجا لهم شغل. أصلا كيف واحد وقف مع قرابي تو يا جماعة، ما كون ضروري بس بيستفيد من أبوه وأمه، لا يال كلا بيسجاو شغل أصلا بوقف مع قرابي توم، أصلا بيصيروا سلطة بتوم برضو. شكرا.
Shukran Shadid. I may come into the Dean of Students, Mr. Tindila Vrick. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, the host, Winnie. I think the Institute, as we had put on earlier on, is coming to address some gaps that we have. Let's try to really educate and keep our children busy. We have all these courses that we have been talking about. You come and keep your child busy. We are not from somewhere, and I follow you know Benia ngajiti by chaji jata jore kita kerema kaho gale bukuna nagara chaita $50 no, we are going to charge you with our own local currency, pounds, you know. It's Makafu. You come, you get more information there.
Sure.
Duma.
Yes, okay, I may finalize with the principal.
Yes, thank you, Winnie. Yes, and yes, we are proud to be home, and we are proud to contribute to the development of home. Yes, you know, knowledge is good. Knowledge is power. And when you look at our badge there, it says the motto is skills for development. When you look at the town, within the town, the best carpenters kelong tolaka kokonda kurusana ga isese anikeni so far said kene lingokela seboki kude kilo inde ira on about lingokela Uganda and the betula lingokela Uganda ukuko charge agalia you see them, they will charge you even in dollars because they are foreigners. They came, their main target is making money.
Me, I can even speak out of experience. You see, one day I was trying to buy those sofa set 350.
Yeah, you see that. That is a lot.
We are talking about dollars, not pounds.
Timbers can walk in a car. You need to borrow in the Lagani, but joy do in the buy from. It's very cheap. You understand? You know, Mosomarki kilokata, most of these items we have them, but you still go there and then they charge you a lot of money to buy that. You know, there's nothing that comes out of the country when you look at the product of that. Yala kudomeda, even things to do with the solar repair. Uganda.
Even phone repairs.
Phone repair.
Do we have South Sudanese in town that
Murphy. And we have all these young boys. They can do all that work.
Sure.
Some of them are very sharp in their mind. So Yajama, nada dingina to ujona juru. We really want to look at ourselves. You know, we don't want to wait. We are not waiting anymore. Whatever little that we have, just like this team agreed that whatever that we made effort collecting on our own, from our own jobs, we want to start something that has to contribute to the development of the country. That is the kind of a heart that we, all of us, require as a country to make sure that there is a step we're taking forward. So I urge all people out there, young people, parents, Nasukulu, Fidakil Belede, Mustemein Bitana Bitaiza, Access FM, yay, please. And also internationally, because, you know, we are streaming. I believe there are a lot of people watching us out there in the world. So we urge you, if you have relatives, you have people within Yei, even in Juba, in some of these, you know, Yei is known to be the most powerful county when it comes to status.
In fact.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we are still keeping that. We're still keeping that profile. We still want to even upgrade it more. You understand?
Yeah.
So please, I urge people there, come and acquire knowledge, and we will be so very much obliged to pump into your mind all the kinds of knowledge from the different localities that you really come for. We have a very powerful team. You're seeing some of them are here, but still some are out there.
Next time they will come here so that they also
and
talk
this
to
is
us.
not going to be our last show, by the way. We will still come back again within next week, and we'll have another show. And as long as, you know, we care enough for people to get us out there, we always want to reach people out there.
So I believe next week, if you guys are coming up for the next show, another Sumagal, we have a total of this from here you have registered, all you have enrolled them in the system. That one will be a great achievement, and that is what we are looking forward.
Yes.
In fact, they are desperately waiting for this disclosure.
I think some of them have been coming up.
We need to make it official now.
Yeah, sure.
We tell them, please hold on. We are coming up. We are coming.
Yeah, surely.
So we are sure. We are confident people will come around.
Okay. Thank you so much, Principal. I would like to share the contacts of the Institute for you if you want to find more information based on the Institute. Takandere Lego Maluma Ketir and Modun again one is forgotten. These are the following numbers that you can call: 0927523200. Nakamani Ndubita Zain 0914672721. Be Arabi Besid Sifirtiza Itnin Saba Kamsa Itnin Talata Itnin Sifir Tani Sifirtiza Wahidarba Sita Saba Itnin Saba اتنين واحد. وفي حاجة بنادي ايميل مون كمان عنده ايميل عشان كيف كان ما بقدر دقوا لمون تليفون تبرسل لمون رسالة في ايميل تمون بنادي ولا اسم تو بيقول ياي تريننج انستيتيوت ده ما كتفو كله لكن بس كتفو بسيد INST 26@gmail.com ده أو إيميل بتوعهم ونسان كيف تبقدر وصل لهم توالي. كان في سؤال تدراسة دوم ولا إذا كان دير ذاته من admission تومون تباسل زمن يتوتا بروا هناك من ونس إلا زمن نوم بس يومون ما بيقبلوا تليفونات بتاعكم لكن كل ما زمن تاكم بقدر دوغا سان كيف من بقدر وريتكم معلومة كتير
من الساعة 8 للساعة 4
الساعة 8 للساعة 4 تاكم قاعدين تليفونات تاكم فاضي بطارية ما بننزل yes and I just like the motto that says skills for development. When we have to look at education for development, we also see the skills. What we do with our hands, it is also for development. Thank you so much. With me in the studio, I have David Bidali, the principal of Yei Yei Training Institute. I also have Lasu Martin Joseph, the academic registrar for the institute. Finally, I have Tindi Lavrik, the dean of our students, Yei Training Institute. From me to you, I would like to say bye-bye to all our listeners. Thanks so much for those ones who have tried so hard to call us in. I guess it might be network issue. Or what, I cannot tell, but thank you so much. And for those ones following us live on our page, I would like to say thank you so much for being a part and parcel of this program. We are leaving you now and we are saying bye-bye. For the lovers of health, let's meet again tomorrow from 12 to 2 p.m. We are leaving you with a trail coming up from Emmanuel Kembe saying kujur nas guru afiga marabe technology kebire lakini na lisa guru afeti su kujur kan fisika yato. Yes, thank you so much. Okay.